Let me start with basketball last night. I don't know if we'll ever see Steph Curry in an NBA Finals again because the Warriors are at the crossroads. I thought that they had a great chance to compete for the championship this year if everybody was healthy. Klay Thompson, of course, is not. But the Warriors are at a crossroads right now, the nucleus of the championship team getting older, and they haven't been able to stay healthy. But last night, Steph Curry gave us a not-so-subtle reminder of what he's capable of. First, he hits the final shot to beat Mike Conley in the three-point shooting contest. Then he decides to extend his range to half court in the actual game, hitting a couple of multi-long-distance bombs. And he's had such a huge impact on the sport. And you've heard me talk about this. I think he's the most influential basketball player as far as the playing of the game in the last 30 years. And yes, that factors in Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Everybody shoots threes. Everybody thinks they can shoot threes, and they're going deeper and deeper and deeper. But Curry's the OG, and he shooting from the logo. Jerry West may be the logo. Steph shoots from the logo. And last night he reminded everybody he's the best shooter of all time. And I know it sounds like hyperbole or recency bias, but the numbers back it up. He's a player for the history books, and it's a joy to watch him while we still can at the top of his game. He didn't have to take part in the three-point shooting contest. I think this was Steph's way of saying, I don't know this, but just my feeling. Hey, don't forget about me. We might not be playing for championships. We may not be on national TV anymore. Last year, bad year. But, hey, I'm still around. And he should have been the MVP last night. The Greek Freak was 16 of 16. And, I get it's an all-star game. He banked in a couple threes. It's happened before where you've had a player have a perfect game. Wilt Chamberlain did it twice. He went 18 for 18 one game, and he went 16 for 16 one game. Back then, they actually played a little more defense back in the 60s in the All-Star game. Last night, it's just basically sort of an and one game, but fun to watch. Damian Lillard is fascinating as well. I love watching Steph, but it's strange to say if a game was on the line and you said, all right, I got somebody who's got to hit a big shot, I might lean towards Damian Lillard. May sound blasphemous after what I said about Steph Curry, but Damian Lillard just has something. There's always going to be a chip on his shoulder. Always. Because he, wasn't heavily recruited. Weber State had a nice tournament run. Wasn't an all-star until I think his fourth year in the league. He plays in Portland. People forget about him, not on national TV. But man, when it comes to daggers, he's not afraid. And he loves the moment. And so does Steph Curry, but I want to give credit to both of them because I think they're fabulous players. I think Dame gets left out of the picture a little bit there, but, he's one of those guys when you watch, you go, oh, that's right. Steph, you don't go, oh, I remember he can shoot really well. But watching last night, it was just, I'm going to give LeBron credit for being a great GM as those were his picks to be able to build the team. And you could tell there's certain players who just sort of wanted to be out there but didn't really want to be out there. Luka was just sort of, hey, I'll pass the ball. LeBron was passing the ball. Chris Paul wanted to make sure that people remember that Chris Paul is a Hall of Famer and can play at a very high level. Had 16 assists last night. But it was fun. It's back and forth. It's a shame that you didn't have Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons able to play. You nearly had a barber who took down the Super Bowl, and you nearly had a barber taking down the All-Star game with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons.